poop today.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's all right. The Three Musketeers here, though. The Molar and Curly here.
That's right.
Kristen, I can figure out who's Curly here.
Yeah, it's definitely not me. I'm bald.
I guess it probably has to be me.
You got the nice dreads going on over there.
I do. I'm gonna be honest. I am very, very lucky and blessed that steroid use hasn't caused thinning of my hair yet.
You know what's interesting is I moved to Lawrence back in 2014. I had a full head of hair.
Why would you move to Lawrence, dude? Hold on. Why would you move to Lawrence?
Well, first of all, they had these like it was called the Monarch Lofts, and they were so fucking cheap for how big they were. I had a 1-bedroom that was like 1,600 square feet, and I had 20-foot ceilings throughout the whole thing, and it was like $1,200 a month.
Whoa!
And it was right near the Andover line, and you had to like, even though it was in Lawrence, like you'd go down the parking garage, and there was all types of luxury vehicles. There's a lot of people that lived there. And they made sure, like, to keep the riffraff out. Like, you had to have a minimum 700 credit score to get in there. So it was awesome. But the water there is terrible. And that was when my hair started falling out, like, after about a month, like, quickly. And I went to the doctor, and he was like, well, it's probably from the DHT stuff. And when they actually did hair follicle tests, the DHT and the hair follicle was, like, non-existent. So he's like, I don't think it's that's causing it. So they thought it was a combination of stress and just the hot water, like calcifying my follicles.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mike, I don't know if you know Boston well enough, but Lawrence is like one of the worst places to live.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's right up there with Springfield.
No. I think Springfield's a step up.
I don't know. Springfield, I think, had the #1 crime in Massachusetts when I read something not that long ago. I never had any issues living in Lawrence, though. Like, everyone was pretty friendly there for the most part. So,
well, you probably still 250 back then plus, so no one wanted to mess with you anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I stayed in Roxbury for a little bit when I lived in Boston.
It's funny because West Roxbury is pretty nice in certain parts. Then Roxbury is, it's up there with Mattapan and Ashmont.
Where else did I stay? I stayed in Jamaica Plains as well in Boston.
Oh,
those two areas. Yeah.
And now you're in the country.
What's that?
Now you're in the country.
Now I'm in the country. Yeah, it's quiet. I like it.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I really don't have an agenda for today.
Let's play Barmchair Quarterback. We're all seeing the pictures. We're all seeing stuff pop up on Instagram today. Yeah. Sam and Carlos and Akeem and everybody else, man.
Let's pull some stuff up. What should we those Akeem updates were pretty crazy.
Yeah, he looks real good. Hello, honey.
Let's see. Who
I don't know what he misses every time because he always looks like he's on. But he always seems to miss just a little something. I don't know what it is.
I just think still, even though the back's so improved, he's still, I don't know. He's still missing a little in the back. Just density. There we go.
Can we agree, though, his side chest pose might be one of the best in the business, in my mind, with his hamstring and everything?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the quad separation from the side with the glutes and the hams. I mean, and he's just got I feel like those pictures I saw, he's got a different dryness and crispiness to him that he's, he may not have to that degree before.
Is it Cito? Is it Cito that's running, that's coaching him, right? I think.
I have no clue.
Oh, did it pop
but yeah, his waist is always tight too. Like for as big as he is, he never blows out.
And I've seen some videos. I know that guy can eat too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that's where's that side? Look at that side leg.
I mean, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And it's hard. Like he's conditioned.
It's just, you know how it is. Like you see people like, I'm one of those guys personally that after I train, when I have a pump, if I'm in shape, like I look drastically different. And the other thing too is, he looks fantastic here, but it's going to be, you'll get a clearer picture once he's up with the other competitors in the lineup.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Man, I had to switch my picks around. I love Carlos, and I think it's an improved look from Texas. I'm not sure with the heavy hitters that are here if he's quite a top 5 guy yet.
Yeah, I had a pull. I had originally, I think I had Carlos in 5th, and I'm gonna remove him. Just because after I saw that, I just think he's just missing that extra detail,
Yeah, I agree.
You guys think he was off, or do you think he just needs to pull more water, or is he off?
No, I honestly think it has to do with muscle maturity. I think like it may need to just be refined over the next few years to get that look. Because I mean, you can tell like he's lean, he's conditioned, but it's just something about looking at his physique just isn't doing it for me. Like, yeah, he's got crazy shape, his legs are big, waist is tight. He's definitely made improvements to his back, but I mean, that front lat spread right there, I mean, his shoulders look a little small. Like I'd like to, I don't know if it's the angle or whatever, there's just something missing from it. And I mean, maybe he's just extremely flat and he's holding some sub-Q water here. I mean, he definitely does look flat here for sure. I just feel like, like that grainy, refined look, I just don't think he has that.
God, I'd love to look flat like that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm certainly not knocking his physique,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to, like, not being a pro, to look at this and be like, oh yeah, he looks a little off here. But like, even like you look at this side shot here, he's hitting that side chest. You compare to how his legs look to, like, let's say the one we just looked at Akeem, like night and day difference. Like there is levels to that conditioning over Carlos.
100%. No, 100%. Yeah, does he give us a back shot here? I guess I haven't seen this video.
I haven't watched it in its entirety. See, it's improved.
Yep.
But it's still, he still needs more,
I agree. Man, it's
guys, we can all agree it's not hating. I mean, Carlos is one of the good guys. He's been a guest on your show, Mike, and Carlos is one of the nicest guys you can meet. So there's no hate here.
Absolutely.
No, I mean, when it comes down, when you're in a bodybuilding competition, you're going to have somebody that places first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. You know what I mean? Like he's got an incredible physique, but when he goes up against, I think, other people, I think that's where he's going to land. I mean, I think he's obviously going to be in the top 10. I think. I just don't think he's going to be near that 5th spot that I originally had him at.
I agree. I think some guys who we had around those 6, 7, 8 spots. James looks really good. I saw some Justin Rodriguez updates too, and
oh yeah, he's vastly improved, and his waist came down. He doesn't have some of that distension. I mean, Jacoby's done a really good job with him.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah.
I was looking at him last night. I was like, man, I don't know. Justin might find himself in a 6, 7 spot.
It's a great shot right there of him.
Yeah. I don't think the shot does him justice to how much space he takes up.
Yeah, he's a large human.
I think people sometimes see these type of updates and they're like, yeah, he looks good, but he doesn't look huge. But the man's like 6 foot and he is as wide as he is tall. He takes up so much space on stage.
And that right there, like how he's pulling in his transverse, the way the lat's coming down, like that shoulder, and that tricep just going like up into his rear delts just looks foolish.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's a crazy shot. That is a good shot.
And he's another one no one's talking about, so maybe he needs to wake people up here.
Oh, he's been getting a lot of buzz the last 24 hours. I've seen a lot more people posting him and talking about him.
Yeah, good.
He kind of was flying a little under the radar until they finally unveiled this look here.
I like how next to the coaching here, they have a little wizard next to Justin Jacoby's tag.
I've actually said that to Jacoby because he's my coach as well. I was like, "You're a goddamn wizard."
No, he's bringing people in right. So yeah, he's doing it right now.
I'm curious to see how he's going to do with Justin Shire.
Yeah,
This year. It's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
Has
that'll be
Justin announced
crazy.
any shows yet?
I don't think so. I'm sure him and Justin are probably going to work with each other for a little bit just to kind of figure out his body, which I think would be a smart thing to do, you know?
Yep.
And the front runner. I mean, to me, it's just silly. It looks ridiculous.
Shout out to his wife too for coaching him.
For sure. It's really, I don't know. When I see stuff like that, it's wholesome. It's nice to see.
Well, you know, it's cool too. They live together, so she gets to see him like every second of every day. She gets to see when his body's looking off, when it's changing. So she probably knows when to make some of the right calls, just because she knows how he looks and knows his body.
For sure.
And I think that's why it works so well with these two.
Yep, I agree. Let's see who else we have.
We haven't seen much with Derek, but do we think it's like lights out like Samson and everybody else, or is Derek going to be knocking it all on Samson?
Man, the last Derek update I saw was the side chest shot. I don't know if he's had other stuff from there.
I think I may have missed that one.
I think Samson would have to be pretty off for anybody to fight for that spot at this point.
Yeah, it's really Samson's show to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
Mike, before you jump, I'm going to jump here for a minute. Well,
yeah,
go to Sean for a minute because I don't know. Would you say Matt Grego, the guy in the middle there?
Yeah,
that guy's crazy too. I know he's classic, but that guy's crazy.
Yeah, Matt Grego looks like an open guy that just doesn't know he's open yet.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's fantastic, but I see an open body. I see a guy who's ready to move up to open here.
Oh. Well, I mean, what is his? Is he like way under the classic weight cap, or?
Man, I really don't know.
Because you got to think like those guys that are doing classic, if like they're still like 5-10 pounds under the weight cap, you know, like that gives them more room to still grow.
Yeah.
This guy could easily take like 1 year off and have an extended off season. That guy could easily do open.
Absolutely. My problem with classic, and don't get me wrong, like I like the division, but the improvement made year over year for a lot of these guys just seems so minimal.
They can't, bro.
Exactly, Luke. They can't. Some of them are already there.
Dude, Mike, I might have told you this already, but like when I first started competing, because I'm a taller dude, I'm like just under 6 foot, right? I'm 5'11". So after my first or second show, I had people telling me like, oh, go do classic, you could get your card quicker, blah, 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 blah. Because I was like 210 on stage, right? But at the time, as an amateur, your cutoff is like 212 at that height. So I was like, that's fucking boring. I was like, there's no fun. That like the fun in bodybuilding for me is like, you know how it is. You get in prep, all you can think about is the off season, right? Then you get an off season, all you can think about is prep because you get to improve, you get to get bigger, you get to bring a completely different look every time. And dude, I mean, like Ramon, these guys at the top, it's the same physique, and that's why I guess they compete so frequently. But like, they can't do anything though. You know what I'm saying? That just takes the fun out of it for me personally. But I don't know. It's each their own.
I agree.
I agree with you, Luke.
I just feel like the criteria for classic isn't ingrained either. Like we don't have
it's shady
criteria.
There was that one guy that won that overall in classic, and he looked straight up just like an open bodybuilder. Right?
Yeah, like a week ago.
I forget.
He was huge.
He looked amazing. I'm like, I didn't like this is classic.
Because the thing is just like in certain situations, like that situation, like he's clearly a bodybuilder, but he just simply had a better physique than everybody else.
Yeah.
So like
that's exactly what it is.
That's where it just gets like cloudy, is like, because it is bodybuilding, it's just classic bodybuilding, right?
Yeah.
So like you're still getting heavily judged on things like muscle mass, conditioning. But obviously they put a little more emphasis on like flow and shit like that and whatever symmetry to a degree. Your typical like classic looking physiques do look different than, open guys. But at a certain point, like bodybuilding criteria it's all kind of the same. They're just kind of smaller. But like, I don't know. It's hard. It gets really cloudy sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's because of all these like freaks that don't have like a classic, I guess, look all are on stage competing in classic. The judges can only judge what's in front of them.
Yeah.
And that's where some of that criteria can get muddled.
Yeah.
It's like the same at local shows where you have a guy that wins an overall in classic and then wins an overall in bodybuilding. Like, maybe that shouldn't happen, but they had the best physique in both classes that day.
Exactly.
What? Guys, are there any classic pros that transitioned over besides Regan that actually was fairly successful?
Well, Regan was open first, went back, and then came back. So that's kind of almost like almost doesn't count.
Wasn't Brett classic?
Yeah. Brett like built his way from classic to 212 to open. Yeah. So he turned pro in classic.
George Peterson was classic that went to 212, and unfortunately, we never got to see his final look for that year.
Yeah, Keon was classic too.
Because I feel it's more 212 jumping to open than classic jumping to open.
Yeah, that's because that's a big jump, man. Brady King did it. I don't know if y'all know Brady.
Yep.
Isn't Brady going back to classic?
He's going back now. Yeah. But he did it, and he did. Last year he was a little pissed off with his placings, but I think it might have been the year before he did the Tampa. I think it was the Tampa with like Hunter and John. He took 4th.
That's pretty good.
He looked good. He did it. It's a big jump though, dude. You got to take a lot of time because based off the weight cutoff, like you need, if you're going to make that jump, you need at least 20 pounds, at least. Mm-hmm. I mean, you even look at like Bumstead, like he's the best in the fucking world and he just isn't nearly muscular enough. You know what I mean? So, it's just a hard jump, but I feel like there's got to be somebody that's done it and been successful. I just don't know off the top of my head.
I feel, I don't know. This Clarita looks better, but I still see a slight imbalance in those legs.
Yeah, it's the age, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's been at it a minute.
Still super impressive, though.
Crazy.
I had to move him up into my top 5.
That's actually, I put Sean in 5th. That's actually who I replaced Carlos with Clarita.
I feel like Sean's going to fall more around 7 for me.
I originally had Sean at 7th. I don't know. I have a feeling that he's just going to get the nod.
Yeah.
It really depends. It really depends like how crispy he is, like how on point he is. And if it's going to require a couple guys fucking up. Like, because the guys that are just bigger than him, more muscular than him, it's going to require them like fumbling the last minute, missing their peak, and him kind of coming in, being sharp. I think for him to sneak into that top 5, which is very doable.
Yeah.
I also think Sean can't afford. He needs to have like that crispness, but he still needs to be on the fuller side.
Oh, for sure.
We've seen him really crispy, but not full. And
yeah. Especially in this show, he can't.
Yep.
He's got to stand out with like his fucking bubbliness and shit.
Yeah, he does.
He looks crazy.
He's got the bubbliness.
Yeah,
here we go. The Hollingshead update, which I don't even know where to put James.
I never do, bro.
He looks really flat here to me.
Yeah.
Hopefully when he fills out, his arms pop a little bit more. But I mean that quad sweep from the back here is crazy.
Mm-hmm. His quads are wild. I trust Boss with like carving dudes up. Obviously, he's been pretty successful with that. So I think they probably have a plan. But yeah, like I said in the group chat, like his arms are kind of gone here.
Look real flat.
Yeah. So they got to do something to bring him back.
Yeah. It's one of those that's like sometimes you get so flat that I get worried. Can you dig yourself up out of that hole?
Yeah, it happened to me this like last year when I did USAs. I got too flat like the last couple days. Especially I get really flat when I fly.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know why. I lose weight. I don't hold water.
Oh, I do. I actually do. I do the same thing, Luke. I will
Yeah.
drop like from 5 to 6 pounds flying.
Yeah, I lost a shitload of weight like the day I was traveling because I also traveled from East Coast to West Coast. So the time zone change and everything fucked me. And I couldn't recover. Like my arms and my legs were gone. And I was eating like a fucking shitload. And I had McDonald's the morning of prejudging. I couldn't fucking fill out.
Wow.
But yeah, it happens. So like you got to be careful, especially with he's had a history of that too. Like he worked when he was working with Patrick with some of his best looks. When he did that Olympia with Patrick after he won his first 2 pro shows, he looked sick at like 4 weeks out. And I thought he was gonna like sneak into that top 6 to 10. And then he admitted it too. Like they just completely lost control of his body, got away from him, and he just flattened out. And then you kind of get that like soft, small, and watery look on stage where like
that's the worst.
The worst combination of everything. And
Yep.
that's how he looked at the Olympia. And I think he placed like to the bottom of the show. Well, he has a history of letting his metabolism get the better of him and like losing it. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get it in check or not. I hope so because I'm a big fan of James, but he does look flat there. But obviously, it's his first time with Stefan, so we'll see.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. I'd like to see James get a good placing.
Yeah,
me too. He just trains hard. You know, I always respect that with competitors.
All right, let's talk about him.
Everybody is, bro.
Everybody else is. We might as well.
Everyone else has been saying the same thing. He vastly improved his posing and presentation. Conditioning's better. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm a fan of Sam. I've met him. He's a really nice kid. And I do root for him. This doesn't yet scream pro physique to me.
Again, it depends on who else is showing up. Like, wasn't he split center?
I'm hearing he was holding the middle, and I'm hearing like people are saying he's going to get his card, which good for him. I mean, that's crazy. But like, and like I'm saying, no knock because he has a phenomenal physique, and he would be a pro at whether it's this year or in a few years. It doesn't matter. He has that potential, obviously. I just feel like right now, this doesn't scream professional bodybuilder to me.
Yeah, he's really young. He just doesn't have that crazy maturity yet. You know, that takes time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, guys, do you think his name and his influence kind of gives him a little bit of brownie points?
Well, people are looking at him more for sure.
Yeah.
Like when they call his name and he comes out on stage, everyone's stopping what they're doing, stopping conversations and looking for sure. And I'm sure the judges do, like, you can't really, I mean, I know they're supposed to be impartial, but like to a degree, you can't really completely remove that from your mind as far as like, you know, you're going to draw a lot of eyes to this show if it's the show that, you know, Sam Sulek won his pro card at, whatever.
I mean, think of it this way: if like, you know, Luke or, you know, like if we ever looked like that doing Classic, we wouldn't get all that publicity.
No, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like, I mean, you knew what was going to happen the moment that this kid got on stage. Everyone was going to be tuning in, right? So like, it doesn't surprise me. None of that. He deserves it. Like I said, he's a really humble, really good kid. I'm a fan of his. I think he kind of does everything right, to be honest. But I just think from a strictly bodybuilding standpoint, right now, like today, I don't necessarily think that's a pro physique to me. But that's opinion. I mean, maybe like literally, like it's not far off. Like maybe like 2 years. So like, who fucking cares at the end of the day? If he's gonna be a pro, he's gonna be a pro. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, after seeing his regional, I'm surprised he's actually doing as well as he's doing today at the
I tend to agree. I think Sam has great potential. I think great foundations there.
Yeah.
I think if he went to any other national show,
it's kind of what I'm saying.
Exactly. I hear you. Yep.
He might slip a little bit more than a first call out, possibly.
Kind of what I'm saying.
But you know, like you said, Chris, it's who shows up and who they can judge today. So yeah, I don't know if he wins a pro card, good for him.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, like the cream rises to the top. Like
Yeah.
He's going to be a pro no matter what. And when he's ready to be a good pro is when he's going to be ready to be a good pro. Like if he gets his card now and he goes and competes in pro shows, he's not going to do well yet.
Yeah.
So let's say maybe he didn't get his pro card until he was 26. Then maybe he'd be ready to do well in pro shows, but he'll be at that point anyways. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, if you're going to be a good pro, it doesn't really matter when and where you got your pro card because you still have to compete against pros and beat them. So it is what it is.
I do think it's crazy that like I was looking at the list of like events at Arnold, and he has like the take pictures with Sam Sulek. Like
Dude, they did that last year
on the list. That's wild.
Yeah, they did that shit last year too, I think.
It gets like $50 a pop or $75 a pop. It's ridiculous.
Milking these dudes, bro.
It's wild.
I saw that. I was at the Arnold in 2019, 2019, and I remember they were like, I was talking to Ian Vayer at his booth when he was with that supplement company. I forget the name, and Bradley Martin was right next to him. And they were just a line just going through the expo to meet Bradley Martin. They were like girls that were literally hysterically crying to like give him a hug.
So weird.
And me and Ian were looking at him. He was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, you know,
it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. Like, it's just a man, bro. It's just like another. Like I understand being in awe of someone. Like, there's few people I've seen in my life where I was like, oh shit, like that's really like I went to my first semester of college. I was buddies with Mike Tyson's son.
No shit.
And I saw Mike. I didn't get to talk to him, but like I walked out of there was like this like deli thing on campus. And I walk out, it was like 9 a.m. and I'm like still waking up. And I hear my name, like, yo, Luke. And he like shouted me out. And I look over and he was talking to his dad. And I just saw like the tattoo on the side of the face. I was like, oh shit. Like it like like I was like, that's a real fucking like that's really Mike Tyson, bro. But like
you weren't crying and shit though.
No, I'm exactly that's my point. I'm not gonna get on my like I walked away, but in my head I was freaking out. I was like, oh,
we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I would not even when I met Sam, like he was at Super from over here in Connecticut last summer, and I was training with Blake when he was visiting me. And we did a set and we turned around and we were like, yo, is that fucking Sam Sully kid? And he came up to us actually. And we had like a good like 20-minute conversation with him, but because he had just gotten there. And you saw the posse of people forming in the gym.
Oh, geez.
And then we talked to him for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. He took a picture with us. He shouted us out on his YouTube video, which is pretty cool. And then the second we stopped talking to him and he walked away, this fucking swarm formed again. And they just like, and I like felt bad for the kid. He was just trying to work out.
Yeah.
And he talks to everyone. Like he's like I said, he's a totally humble, like really respectful young kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders, but like I felt bad because the kid was just trying to train and it was like swarm and all these little like teenagers were like, oh my God, like freaking out. And I'm like, yo, that's so weird to me.
Yeah. It's
jealous of
them. I cannot imagine.
Honestly.
I cannot imagine trying to train with like that much notoriety.
No.
It's got to be fucking impossible.
I would have to like get my own gym.
Yeah.
Like, dude, imagine being Chris Bumstead.
No.
Like,
no, I wouldn't want to be.
You can't go anywhere.
No. Like it first off, I'm an introverted person, so that's like my worst nightmare. Like fucking people coming up to me all the time and asking for conversation or pictures. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Secondly, I am
highly extroverted, but I have an asterisk next to that. I do have like a social battery that when it runs out, I will just like I will seclude myself until I like re-energize. Like I won't answer the phone, I won't call people back. Like I'm all set. Leave me alone.
I get like that too. I don't know how many times I just haven't texted people back because like I get like overwhelmed with anxiety. Like I'll do it later.
My girl's the same way, bro. They'll let shit just sit there and then she never responds.
Yeah, like it's I try not to do it, but sometimes man, I just get
overwhelmed. Like, no, you won't.
Do you ever
get on my phone so much for work? And I'm
Yeah.
like, always, I'm like, you know, I think I had like 20 phone calls already today, you know, text messages and everything. So when I'm done, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I might be doom scrolling on Instagram. If I'm not doing that though, I'm like, I throw my phone across the couch. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get onto like, sometimes I get onto Instagram in the morning and I don't have a big profile at all. Like, but I'll have like 20 DMs and like that alone, I'm like, fuck this. Like,
Yeah, when I wake up and I've got like all the notifications I got to go through and shit. That shit stresses me out, honestly.
I turned all my notification like off, like that would show up on my phone. So I have to manually go into Instagram to check it because it just drains my battery, and then two, I'm just like, it's distracting.
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with it.
I can't imagine having like being like a top level IFBB pro. What those DMs like? They just must be never empty. They're never empty.
I can only imagine all the weird stuff people get because I've gotten tons of crap over the years. I can only imagine what they're getting.
Yeah.
People wanting my trunks. People wanting.
Dude, bro. There's some very generous offers out there for posing trunks, bro. Straight up.
You looking for a sponsor?
Yeah,
I got free. No, like we'll pay your rent. I'm like, I don't need your money,
bro.
Get out of here.
The weirdest one I had is so some dude, he was kind of anonymous, was messaging me. He was like, "Hey, I just want you to do some posing. Like, just send me your check-in pictures.
Oh yeah, those are the worst.
Or whatever. I'll give you this amount of money." I was like, "Nah, that's not really my style. To each their own. If you want to do it, by all means, do what you gotta do. But not really my style." So then me and a buddy went to the Boston Pro when it was there. And during after prejudging, we went down to his car and I got a message on Instagram. It was like, "Are you at the Boston Pro?" And I was like,
hell no.
Maybe. And he's like, "If you come up to my room right now and just do some posing, like $3,000. And I like looked at my buddy and I was like, "Bro, if I ever choose to do this, you better come with me because I'm not trying to end up like dead in somebody's room." I didn't do it, everybody. I didn't do it. But it was just like,
thought about it though.
Hell yeah, I thought about it. Hell yeah, I thought about it. That's $3,000. I was like,
dude, I don't even know where these fuckers get their money from, bro, because they throw it around.
I don't know either.
They throw it around to everybody.
But I don't know. It was just kind of weird knowing that like somebody visually saw me.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's weird.
Yeah. It made me kind of unsettled.
Yeah, I would be like, especially like when it's someone like that who's kind of like stalkerish type of vibe.
Yeah.
That shit freaked me out.
And I had no face to put to it or nothing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Just somebody
who are you? Where is this man?
Yeah.
Who is this man?
I'm not gonna say weird. I'm not gonna, whatever anybody likes is what they like. I just felt slightly uncomfortable and I didn't know who they were and they knew who I was.
Yeah.
Dude, so I'll tell you, talk about little schmo stuff like that. So I was at the Arnold last year at the Apollon booth with Stu, and there's people that go around with photo albums. Like, I don't know if you see that's the newest thing now. They go around with photo albums, they're 8x10s, and if they see you, they have you sign it. Okay, so they went up to Stu with an 8x10. Stu's like, okay, no problem. And just as Stu's signing it, the guy walks over to grab his bicep. He used to say it did not go over the well.
Oh, what did Stu say?
I bet you said something very clever.
Not 1, 2, or 3, but about 6 or 7 F-letter words here and everything else. And then like 2 hours later, the guy came back thinking Stu forgot about him. And Stu was like, step a foot further. I'm like, whoop your ass.
Hey.
God, bro, these guys have no fucking like no chill, bro. Like they have no limits. They'll do whatever, dude.
A lot of them have a lot of money. So when you have a lot of money, you can just really indulge yourself with whatever desires you want.
Yeah. Flash your fucking.
It's a numbers game. They'll do it to 9 people, and the 10th person will take them up on it. So they're like, score.
Yeah.
You know what the difference is? Like when women hit on us, right? Like, or when we hit on women, we understand what it is as a guy. But when you get into like the gay community,
dude,
like these are dudes with just as much testosterone as us hitting on guys with just as much testosterone. Like it's just there's no chill at all. Like they're just like
And they, bro, gay dudes they don't. It is to the point, bro. There's no hidden messages. They're like, yo, I want you, bro. What's up? You know what I mean? Like, there's no subtlety. They're grabbing biceps, fucking comment, bro. The comments that I had to delete on my post, like if I post anything in posing trunks, oh my god, bro, I gotta be fucking policing my shit.
See, I don't get comments. I just get the DMs, like them sending me my own picture in my DM with like hard eyes or like, oh, do you need a sponsor? Do you need this? Like, oh, you know, whatever it is. And I have a lot of gay friends, and I'm like, what is it about gay guys and like bodybuilders? You know, like where's the mindset where you guys, where not all of them, but obviously like some of them are just like, hey, I want to just like, you know, and they're all just like, you know, like we know they're straight, and we look at it as, some of them have said that they look at it as like a fun challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
No, well, I know. Like I have a couple clients who are gay. I have a couple friends who are like, they're like normal dudes. They're just gay, but they'll admit like in the gay community that is a thing. Like trying to turn people.
Yeah,
like one of my clients has a good friend of his who, like, I don't know what you call. I don't know if he's bisexual now or what, but like he was once straight at one point. I think maybe he thought he was straight. I don't know, but now he's got like a boyfriend, husband, whatever, and like his whole mission is like he can point. He like likes to be like, oh no, he's gay. Watch, and like he'll go try and like turn him because he was like, I can tell I was him before. I can turn him. Like, they do that shit, bro. Like it's fun for him. But like obviously, like with like being like a muscular dude, that gay dudes just love big guys, bro. It's just what it is. Straight up.
I used to get this one guy that always be like, will you crush me?
Yeah, it's weird.
Handle me and crush me.
Weird.
It makes me feel like I know what women go through.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. I said that to this gay client of mine. I said, bro, get your fucking people in line, bro, because I said this shit is fucking crazy. I said now I literally feel like exactly what all these chicks deal with.
Yeah,
but like I can't sit there and complain about it, like because I'm like these fucking gay guys are fucking ruthless, bro.
Yeah, they are. It's always too like you said, they're right to the point. They'll be in the DMs and be like, "Hey, what's up? Like, I really dig your look," and then the next message just goes 0 to 100.
Yo, you got a crazy print in them trunks, bro. And I'm like, yo, I didn't want to fucking hear that, bro.
Mike, this episode's either getting record numbers or you're getting canceled tomorrow.
We're not saying anything bad. I mean, you know,
just being real. This is just real.
This is real. We're just, you know, like I said, I got a couple gay friends who are very, very close, and a lot of gay people that follow me, and it's cool. Completely cool. I'm just saying y'all are a little more aggressive.
Yeah, bro. Like some of my biggest supporters are gay dudes, and I'm like, yo, I appreciate you for real. Like, I
have a bunch that are.
I don't want you to stop. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's a difference between like there's this one guy. Every post I make, every story I post, everything.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna be fucking Mr. Olympia. Oh my god, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate you. But like, then there's these other ones. I'll just go through like my requests or whatever. And I literally, when I was telling my gay client about this, I was like, dude, look at this shit. And I went through my requests, and it was like every other message was some ruthless fucking just sexual shit. And I was like, dude, this is wild to me.
Some shit you'd send to a female on a drunk night when you were 21.
Yeah, when I was literally like 18 years old.
Yeah. You guys need to start selling signed 8x10s, man. Start making money.
I know.
I'm gonna come out with a calendar. It's gonna be me every month in a different doing something.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Great show. All right.
Yeah, this is a good show. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about here.
It just took a turn.
I don't know how we got here.
Oh shit.
I actually have no idea how we got there. That's crazy.
How's off season going, Luke?
I mean, good but horrible at the same time. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Like I
How
fucking
much longer are you guys pushing for?
so I'm still gonna like stay on probably for another 6 or so weeks, and then I'll clean out for about 6 or so weeks, 8 weeks maybe. I start prep at the end of May, so um, I want at least at least 6 to 8 weeks to clean out before then. So kind of whatever that lines up to be. But like I was on the phone with Blue last night. With Blue last night, he thinks I'll be 300 pounds by May, which is
Ooh.
fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, you were close.
Yeah, the other night before bed, it was nighttime weight, but I was 297. So I'm waking up in the low 290s right now. So I'll slam a couple fucking Big Macs or something and hit 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to say fuck it.
I do love Big Macs.
Yeah,
Guilty pleasure of mine.
yeah, bro. They never miss.
No.
But it feels horrible, bro. I'm at a point now. Honestly, it's been rough. Like the last couple weeks specifically, where like, dude, it's just accumulated. Like I've been on this same amount of food, which is 7,500 calories since September,
Holy crap.
and I'm just at a point now where like I'm never hungry, like ever, and I'm eating all this food when I'm never hungry, and I'm like acid reflux is like all the time, and like somehow I'm not like super bloated. I can still keep my stomach in and stuff, but like, and I'm not like super fat, but I just feel, bro, like my sleep is terrible, mostly because I fall asleep so much, like during the day and even at night when I'm eating meals in between meals, that like I don't actually get in bed for real to like actually sleep until ridiculous times, like 4 something in the morning, because I'm like I'll like eat a meal at like I'm always a later morning person because I train clients till later usually, and I've never been like an early morning guy. So like when I'm like really on my shit or like normal, I'm in bed at like 1 or 2 and I'm up at like 9. But right now it's been like fucking 4:30 to like 10:30, and it's been horrible because like I'll get home from clients, I'll have like 2 or 3 meals left. I'll eat one, I'll fall asleep for fucking 3 hours. Then I'll wake up, I'll eat again. It'll take me like 45 fucking minutes to eat it because I'm fucking choking on myself. I'll fall asleep again. And then I'm like, fuck, now it's 4 in the morning. I got to eat fucking chicken and potatoes and then get back in bed. Like, that's horrible. So it's just been, but like, it's part of the game, bro. Like, there's no real way around it. I mean, yeah, I could scale back food for a bit, but like, at this point in the off season, it's like, I've only got a couple months left, it's kind of thug it out. And like, I'm not, I do think it'll pay off if I just keep holding this body weight for when I go to diet. Because I mean, it's cool to think that like 40, 50 pounds off of where I'm at now is like 250, 245, which is like, and I should be pretty good shape at that point, which is cool. So,
plus you'll probably be able to eat more food too when you're in prep.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I said before, like my glutes are my smallest, weakest muscle group, which sucks because they're very detailed, like they get really striated, but I have to dig to get them in because I carry a lot of fat there because there's not a lot of muscle there. So, and my legs have always been my knock. So like when I do that to get my glutes in, I lose my legs. So this year, hopefully, because I've been eating so much, I should be able to get lean on a lot more food, which will hopefully help me keep my legs. And not have to push low for so hard and go flat for so long. But you never know. You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. So,
Luke, are you mentally forcing yourself to continue to eat, or are you kind of still okay with eating?
For sure. I have a big appetite too. Like anyone that knows me well, like you guys can ask Blake, like I can eat like a motherfucker. It's just like I said this before. When I first got put on 7,500 calories, I loved it for like the first 2 to 3 months. But it's been, what the fuck it's March next week? Was that fucking 7 months of fucking 700 calories? Like it adds up, every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just at a point now where, body weight's high, food's been high for so long, I'm lethargic all the time. That like every meal is a struggle for sure. For sure.
So like the sides of like your temples just get pumped up.
Bro, I got the worst like jaw.
Dude, it cramps. It's horrible.
Oh my god. I was like, what the fuck?
I just went into a health phase, and so food got down back a little bit. And I'm not eating 7,500, but I was eating about $6,000 a day. And just this drop back to like 5
Right, feels
is
good, right?
so nice. Like I'm
Bro.
actually hungry. Like again, I eat a meal. Hour and a half later, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I can eat
Part
again.
of me just wants to like for like a week because I do have a big appetite. Part of me just for like a few days just wants to like pull food back pretty aggressively just to kind of get that feeling back a little bit. Because dude, right now, I mean, I wake up in the morning, I'm not hungry, and my first meal is 350 grams of egg whites, 7 ounces of chicken, 180 grams of oats, a bagel, 30 grams of peanut butter, and a banana. That's my first of 7. And like I have to wake up and eat that not hungry. It takes me a fucking hour.
Dude, I wouldn't even want to eat 40 grams of oats.
Yeah, exactly.
It does not digest well for me. I don't like it.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll swap the oats for cream of rice or like an extra bagel or both. Because dude, 180 grams of oats takes up 40.
That's a crazy amount of oats.
It's the bowl is this fucking big.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Luke's over here eating out of a cauldron.
Yeah, when I set up like my meals, dude, it looks retarded. I can't bring normal Tupperwares. I've got like fucking these big things.
He's eating out of a casserole dish. like every meal's like this.
It's stupid, bro. But
watching on a Yeti cooler, like the giant one you go on a camping trip for a week with.
Yeah,
5 of his meals in there.
Exactly. But yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just gonna finish. I'm just saying it's good, but it's bad because I'm the best I've been. Obviously, it's just like new territory for me, but it sucks the way I feel right now. Except in the gym. The gym I feel great, but everything else is horrible.
I was saying, Chris, you're coming into or just finishing a health phase too, right?
No, so this week was my 4th week of my health phase. My food didn't change for this last month. Coach finally upped some food a little bit, and I'm doing another 4 weeks of a health phase. So starting April is when we'll start the off-season push. My weight hasn't changed much in the last month, but I've gotten a little bit of a recomp, which is good. I'm still starving all the time, and I'm not really eating a lot right now, to be honest. So like my rice meals just got up to 220 grams of rice per meal. So I'm still starving.
Yeah.
All the time, which is good. I mean, I think I don't mind doing the longer health phase, an 8-week health phase, because it's help clear out, give my body a little bit of a break. And, I'm taking a full year off to grow. So I don't really think that, just pounding the food right off the bat is smart. And, Justin's really methodical with how he ups his food. It's every like couple weeks he'll up, a slight degree. So it allows you, to kind of get used to the food, helps metabolism kind of adjust to that. And I always feel pretty good. So strength is still climbing, which is great. And I've already made some definite improvements. I was looking at pictures, and I actually think I'm the biggest I've ever been right now, even though it's not the most I've weighed. But I know that once we actually start pushing into the off season, I really wouldn't be surprised on my short ass being 5'6" that I couldn't hit 260 this year. So I hit 250 last year. So, and I'm like right around 230 right now. So I think 260 in a full year, especially if we ever do like a diet break and do like a mini cut to pull back food and then get a rebound effect from that. I think it's definitely possible. I mean, this will be like probably the biggest I'll ever be or I've ever been thus far in my career.
What was your last show weight again?
Last show weight, I weighed in at 196 and then I was on stage about 202. Okay. So.
Yeah, man, 260s, big.
Yeah,
you'll look
5'6" frame. Damn,
crazy.
We need to grow into the heavyweight class. So
yeah,
need to add some tissue.
No, it's good.
Luckily,
Sean,
being
what's
my
up?
age, my body still doesn't seem to be slowing down too much, which is really a cool blessing.
Yeah, that's nice. I feel like my body's just beat up. I feel like I'm hitting that point where I have to be cognizant every time I go in the gym of like, yes, push, but don't push like you did when you were. I just can't be reckless anymore at any degree. You know, like the intensity is still there, but I can't do the shit where I just go, fuck it, I'm just gonna run it. Like that mindset has to change, and that's been hard.
I forget who it was that said it. It may have been Mike Menser. Stimulate, don't annihilate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm so
Now,
used to annihilating.
yeah. One thing I do now is, because obviously you're in a health phase, so you're just on like TRT or whatever, the fatigue can creep up, you don't recover nearly as fast. And since my food isn't like super, super high, it's still enough to recover. But if there's a time where like stuff just aches, I'll take an extra rest day. That's why I don't mind doing that in the health phase. I think that's the whole point, is to just recover and heal up as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So
Do you guys ever take like a rest week, like once a quarter or anything? Like,
I just
literally
took
trying
one.
to be good.
I took one. I want to say end of January. I took 6 days off. Felt amazing because nothing's really hurt since I've been training again.
But that was by choice. Weren't sick or anything. Just said I'm gonna lock it down.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
I've always done that though. I have no problem doing that. I know the importance of rest. Plus I have a blood condition, so fatigue really creeps up on me. And there's times where where normally people be like, all right, we're going to push through this. I'm like, nope, I am backing off.
Yeah, smart.
So, yeah.
Sean, what's up? What's been up with you?
Just doing my thing, man. Just trying to stay healthy. Just
Yeah.
trying to grow and stay healthy, because every year I fuck myself up, but it's always out of the gym. I went 1 year without being injured.
I was gonna say, is it usually injury, or is it just like sickness health? Is it?
No. Like, let's see, 23. I was coming back for a show, and in 8 weeks out, I tore my ACL and my MCL.
Oh,
The year before that, I tore my hamstring, and the year before that, I tore the other hamstring. So it was like
God.
3 years in a row, and it's never in the gym. Always something stupid outside the gym.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yep.
You tweak a trap muscle, you're brushing your teeth and you sneeze or something.
Yep.
I become a complete baby in the winter right now. So we have the world's smallest driveway. Sean, you've seen it. It honestly takes me maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes to shovel. But at this point, I pay for a plow guy to come by and do it.
Chris, it's probably 6 by 12, probably 6 feet long, 6 feet wide, like 12 feet long. Not even that big.
It's tiny. It's tiny. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, every snowstorm, a little bit of ice under there. Is it worth going out there and tweaking my back or falling or messing up my knee? Like, it costs $30 to pay this guy to plow it every storm. Like, I'm just going to pay him. I'm going to be the
labor in the house, dude. You got to utilize the cheap labor in the house.
That's right. I know. Well, the cheap labor in the house doesn't get the driveway as clean as I'd like it.
It's the best lower back workout you'll ever get. It's just deadlifting the heavy wet snow and chucking it somewhere.
Oh, God. Dude, just talking about it makes my back hurt.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other day I was going to grab the mail and I slipped on some ice. I didn't fall, but it was like a quick whoop. And I almost felt like my adductor or something in my groin. I'm like, whew, none of that, please. You don't want to hear that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not worth it. Like, especially because I tell myself at this point in bodybuilding, if I have a major injury that's going to take a year to come back from, that is substantial at my age. If I was 24, it'd be different. But being almost 36, a year off just for rehab, that's a long time. And
dude, like last week in Mass, and Chris, it snowed one night and then rained the next.
Yep.
So, like, my whole driveway was ice. So I felt like I tore my shoulder just like spearing the ice. I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And here I am talking about not trying to slip on the ice or doing anything that's dumb that's going to get me hurt. And then when after it rained and stuff and the snow was all now iced over with an ice glaze.
Yep.
I was out one night and I was looking at Ashland's snowboard. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try snowboarding. So I've never snowboarded before. So I don't have like boots or anything like that. I'm wearing black Tims, strapped myself in on the bindings. I went down, like my hill, didn't fall. And then I was like trying to like jump and turn. I leaned too far back, just fell on my ass. I'm wearing shorts. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm just sitting there. It's pitch black. My phone went flying. I can't undo the bindings. I'm yelling for Ashlyn to come help me. She had foot surgery, so she's trying to hobble over to get the things off. So I don't want to go shovel, but I'll go crash myself into a snowboard.
Oh my God.
Dude, if it's enough fun, it's worth it. I saw a video on Instagram. And I'm not really a winter sports guy. I don't ski. I don't snowboard. I don't ice fish. But there was this video of this. I'm not sure. It was in New England, but I'm not sure where it was. It was a mountain, I guess, or a hill. But the sleds that you get to go down on are built kind of like the cars from Mario Kart.
Oh, wow.
And so you can go down with like 3 other people and you race to the bottom. And that looked like the coolest thing ever. So I'm trying to get a group of people together to go do that.
Wait, was it on snow or like a toboggan like trail?
It's almost like
concrete.
Yeah, it's kind of like a ski slope, but it has just lanes that turn. It's not just like straight down, but so you actually have to like turn and maneuver.
Oh, that sounds like the what the hell is it called? The Alpine Slide. It's on Mount Attitash in New Hampshire.
It might be that.
Because I've done that before. And I've done that in the summer where you're in this little one-person like cart and you have a lever that you can like push forward or lift back to like lift the wheels up to like go fast. And it's almost like you're in a toboggan, but you're on a concrete track just going down a mountain.
Yep.
Oh, sick.
And I've literally not braked going around corners. I literally went up and completely flipped my shit. Just ended up in a friggin' tree.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I've done it so many times.
I gotta try this. This sounds really fun.
There's this one. I hope it's still there. It's up near Mount Attitash, like North Conway area. And there's this one part where you come around this bend, and there's a huge hanging banner that says "Cautions, please slow down." Because as it goes, once you pass that sign, it just drops and it goes down about 15 feet that you're on. So my dumb ass last time I was on it, I was like, I'm speeding up, and I went off and I just launched into the air and I landed back on the track and then completely flipped my shit over.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. It was so much fun though.
It sounds like fun. I found it like, so I don't really do rides at amusement parks. They scare the shit out of me. I have a innate fear of like man-made rides. I just don't believe in them. I think they're always going to break at some point. But the last time I went to like there was a water slide at this one. I don't really do water parks either. People piss in the pools. It's fucking disgusting. You fucking go and you just want to swim in people's piss all day. That's on you. I'm not going to do it. But I went down the water slide. As you get bigger, those things become so much faster. I came around a corner and I went so high up on the edge. I almost went over the edge, and that would have been like a 30-foot drop to concrete below me.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, so if you're a big guy, don't do water slides anymore because you will go off the fucking edge.
I used to do a lot of cliff jumping when I was younger. I used to like jump off the Quincy quarries and everything, Hingham quarries, and I was in Lake George back in 2020. And there's this one spot where the lake is actually about 170 feet deep, if I remember correctly. And you had to climb up this ledge. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go jump off. I was about 240, 245 at that time. Man, jumping off like a 60-foot ledge and hitting the water when you're that weight did not feel fucking good. And then I had to swim back out to the boat. And I'm like, I'm gonna drown.
Yeah.
I have no buoyancy anymore. I'm just gonna be deep in the drink by the time I'm out of stamina here.
Dude, you must have sank like a stone, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what you do is like when you jump off the cliff, like you want to kind of like stay nice and tight, almost pencil in. But the moment you break the water, you want to spread your arms out so you don't keep shooting down.
Yeah.
So
shoot down all 170 feet.
Probably some creatures down there gonna just tentacles gonna suck me in.
I heard when you jump like off of high stuff, you're supposed to clench your asshole
Yep.
because the
I
water
always
can
do.
like shoot up into your body and actually kill you.
The highest jump I ever did was close to 100 feet at Quincy Quarries, and
Damn.
that water is completely still. So I took a huge rock and I threw that off before I jumped, so it breaks the water. Because like when you're jumping that high, and I was only about 120 pounds when I did this, but when you hit water that is completely still, it almost feels like you're hitting concrete.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So you're supposed to have like waves in the water that.
Yeah, I take a huge rock and
Physics.
break the water, and then it's a little bit easier.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that was another time I jumped out of a tree up at this place called King and Queen's Campground. It was in Maine, and they had like a natural like whirlpool J slide there in the rocks, and they had this one tree that was on a hill that went across like it was on the side of a river. And I tried to do a flip off that tree because it had a big platform. It was about 50 feet up. And I overcompensated, and I end up doing like a double front flip, but then my body turned to the side and my head slammed into the water like that, and I could not hear the rest of the weekend in my right ear. It was terrible.
Damn.
Oh yeah, smack in the water. I just felt like the Hulk just straight up, smacked my ass across a football field. It was horrible.
Damn.
Yeah, I did a lot of stupid shit when I was younger.
Yeah, I did a lot of dumb shit too. I try and just live as safe as possible now. I use railings when I walk down stuff. I don't jump off of anything anymore. Just all the precautions.
Well, you can't. You fucking tear everything you fucking have, bro.
Yeah. We have a trampoline in the backyard for Quinn, and it's fucking awesome. I grew up on big trampolines. I love big trampolines. They're the best toy you can get a kid.
They're awesome.
I got up on it, and I remember Ron Partlow tore his quad off the bone from going in like a bouncy house. And so I haven't stood up and bounced on that thing. I'll only get up there on my knees and just like.
Yeah, it's actually so pathetic. So pathetic how useless we are for everything.
Yeah, it is.
Everything other than lifting weights, bro. We are absolutely useless. I can't get dressed.
No.
I can't put clothes on. Like I cannot reach my feet to put on my socks and shoes. Like
you play that jump game where you kind of jump into it.
Yeah, fucking people like people see us and they're like, "Oh, can you help us move furniture? Can you help us this that?" I'm like, dude, I can't. I can barely walk up the stairs without anything in my hands, bro.
You gotta put my socks on.
Yeah, I'm not fucking carrying things with this body weight upstairs. I will not make it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Dude, I've got like shorter arms, and I'll train back, and my back is so pumped up. If I have to like, take a shit, like I have a hard time. I'm like, all right, keep back there to get my hands back there.
Barely, bro.
That's a fact. I have to like do the bend forward. You kind of like bend forward as you do it.
Bro, I've gotten ab cramps, lat cramps doing it, bro. It's fucking pathetic. Can't wipe my own ass, bro. I'm a human being. Can't wipe my own ass.
Yeah. And talk about like cleaning my back. Shay just has to do it in the shower. There's no ability to.
I haven't put soap on my back in 4 years.
I have Ashlyn clean my back. I got back scratches strategically placed all over the house.
Like a hockey stick.
Yeah, I mean, I can't like. Look at this. Like, I can barely get my freaking touch my neck. I was scratching my back earlier. I have a pen. I'm like, just get your shit down there.
So
like when you get something that itches on your back really bad in public, and most people just scratch it. You have to find a wall or a corner somewhere.
Bro, it's funny. It was funny when I first started dating my girl. I was at her place, and I had to scratch my back. And she's a bodybuilder, so she knows. But like the other women I've been with before aren't, so I didn't expect her to pick up on it. So like I had to scratch my back, so I like real casually like found this corner on the wall, just kind of like rocked back and forth like that. And she was like, "You trying to scratch your back, aren't you?" I was like, "How the fuck did you know that?"
Yep,
it's stupid.
Mike, you need to title this episode off the rails. G4P, wiping asses. Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Hey, it's the stuff that people got to hear. You want to get
this is a real life shit, bro. Everyone want to be a bodybuilder. Don't nobody want to scratch their back with a wall, bro.
Yeah.
I've used a straight up ice scraper before for like cleaning a car. Like I've literally scratched my back with an ice scraper.
Bro, when it's serious enough and it itches enough, I use fucking anything.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll find walls, car doors, like
Whatever it takes, bro. I'm telling you.
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Shit. Let me refresh Instagram, see if what is it? Just the amateurs today, right?
Mm.
Yeah, when does that end? When are the finals on that? Is it night or?
I wonder if they start at 5 or something, like maybe 6. I don't know.
Let me refresh it. Let's go
What
back.
time is the open on Saturday?
I think prejudging's on Friday.
Is it 2-day?
Yeah. You know, I never thought that the Arnold was a 2-day for
It used to
open.
not be.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it used to not. Like even like 2020. I know for a fact in 2021 it wasn't. Like the one that Nick won, I know for a fact it wasn't because I remember watching prejudging and finals the same day. But I don't know when that started.
Oh, yeah, I don't know when that started either. Actually, I want to bring this up because Anthony's been knocking on the door for a minute. So the super heavies.
Oh, bro, this guy.
I thought the other dude retired, and then I saw him competing on stage again.
He did. I did. He did. You're talking about Eric Janicki?
Oh,
Yeah,
guys, I'm interrupting here. It was just announced. Sam won.
He
He
did.
won?
It's Mike. If you
He
go to
won his
Beyond
class or he
the
won the overall?
Beyond the Stage TV, I don't know. It just says congrats. And he's holding his card.
Oh shit! So
Oh,
he must have won the
shit.
overall.
Beyond the Stage TV.
That's pretty
Okay,
crazy.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, but
I've never even heard of that page. On the Stage TV.
Beyond the Stage. Beyond.
Oh, Beyond.
Wow, good for him. That's like quickest, obviously, card ever.
What's Sam Sulek Brazil?
No idea.
Did I share the page? What the fuck?
Well, here, if you scroll down, Mike, there's one like a live action of him holding his card and picking it up.
Oh, for real?
Oh, Anthony won too.
Oh, nice. There he is.
Yeah, Anthony looked really good.
He's got to get in
Yeah, he
shape.
did.
He's got to get crazy.
Yeah, he has great shape. He gets a little more conditioned. He'll be pretty good.
He should have been a pro a while ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
He's
one of those guys that like I think just struggles to diet.
Yeah.
Or like make it to stage or something. I don't know. I feel like I don't think he's actually competed a whole lot like on stage, but he's been in the game for a while. But I don't think he's actually made it to stage a whole lot.
I think some people having issues getting in shape. I'm going to use myself an example because that was always like my biggest crutch for a long time. It wasn't because I didn't train hard or I wasn't just doing a shitload of cardio. Sometimes it's just you just got to figure your body out.
But I'll say this, and I know this for a fact with certain people. I 1000% agree that sometimes, you train your ass off, you eat 0 carbs, you do fucking hours of cardio. Sometimes you just can't get peeled. But there are also guys that are a little more genetically gifted that can get away with more that can't follow a diet.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely another part of it.
They don't want to eat fish. They don't want to go low carbs. They don't want to do cardio. They want to eat whatever they feel like eating. And unfortunately, most of the time they can get away with it because they're freaks, but they can only get so far. And a lot of times you see guys, a lot of those like wasted talent, wasted potential guys, or even guys in this, I mean, I don't know him personally, but even guys like him that should have maybe been pro a long time ago, a lot of times you find out that that's kind of the backstory. Because I guarantee you that guy had his head down, 365 days out of the year. Maybe he doesn't want to. That's his choice. But like, if he had his head down 365 days out of the year and was working towards this, I mean, he'd already be first call out at pro shows, if not winning them.
Yeah, thanks.
He's a freak, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me that guy Anthony Williams doesn't look like Terry Crews.
Yeah.
in this shot.
That shot, yeah.
And it's okay.
All I can picture is him dancing around with glow sticks from White Girls when he's like pulling the balls off.
And this is not a mistaken of all black guys look alike. He definitely looks like Terry Crews in that picture. 100%. Shout out to Anthony Williams for turning pro. That's
congrats, man.
Reach out, get him on the show.
Eric Janicki took second.
Where did Jordan Vanderflyer?
Wait, where did what's his name? Revis, Justin Harris's client place, because that's the dude that beat Anthony like last week.
Oh yes, that's a good question.
Because they just did that regional, that stacked regional everyone was talking about. That Revis dude that works with Justin Harris won the overall, and he beat Anthony. And I know he was doing this show too.
He was. I know he was in first callouts, wasn't he?
Yes, there he is.
There he is.
Video. That's him and Eric Janicki. Does that say battle for second?
Yeah, how's he been moved?
Well, then he must have been third if Eric took second.
Huh.
That's pretty wild, though. That dude, we've seen that happen a couple times lately. Like even with nationals with Tim John and Sid. Like a week before, guys flip flopping places.
Yep. Like you said,
that just proves like you talked about this before on the show, but that just proves. I mean, obviously, yeah, certain things can change with the peak, but like, bro, it's all judging.
Is the judging panel different at the Arnold? Like, is Tyler Mannion and like Steve the judges at the Arnold? Is a different judging panel?
I think it. I don't know. I don't want to speak. I don't know, but I'm sure it's a different judging panel than they had at the regional out in. Wherever. Like,
yeah. I was just talking like, for pro shows, like it's usually the same judges for like most of the pro shows.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, this one here might be a little different.
I'm definitely using that as the thumbnail. Get us some fucking traction.
Yeah. Put his name everywhere you can fucking put it, bro.
Yeah, people are gonna click on that thing we're talking about Sam, and it's gonna be on guys in our DMs asking for shit.
Just for the clicks, bro. Whatever it takes for the clicks, bro.
Clicks, baby. Addicted to them clicks.
Did you guys see Ross Flanagan's post with Sam? He's like, "This is Sam."
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to go check it
What
out.
everybody's doing.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, Ross is funny as hell.
At one point, he puts his face on Sam's body. He's like,
yeah,
"I think
that had me. Yeah, that had me for sure."
Shit. Anybody got any topics they want to talk about?
Just going back to just being body. I'm sick and tired of shaving my damn body. I just don't want to do it for like months on end. But then I look at myself in the mirror, and for some reason, when I see like body hair, I feel like I just look fat and gross.
Yes, I'm the same way. I have to do it once a week. Like I make myself, because like if I let it go, bro, I hate the way it looks. I hate shaving, but like I can't look at myself if I'm fucking hairy, bro. I feel like a fucking slob.
Yeah,
I don't shave till prep ever, like till the end of prep.
Because black guys don't really get body hair like that for real.
Yeah, I don't have a lot.
Like, yeah, because dude, I'll turn into this is all steroids too, because before I started taking them, I barely got body hair. But like, I'll turn into a fucking gorilla, bro.
Yeah.
If I go a month, you can barely see my skin.
That's crazy.
There's hair, bro, all over the fucking place.
That's crazy.
Yeah, mine gets pretty bad too, being Italian, and I just don't want to look like a freaking Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's fucking
Sean, I think maybe we should change the $10 bet to if whoever's in last place got to grow out the body hair for a month.
Oh,
that would be more. I don't have a lot regardless, because right now I should have been third, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I come in dead last, you're just gonna watch my mental capacity just decline at a rapid rate.
Yeah.
Next episode, Chris will have like mustard stains all over his shirt.
Yeah.
Eating a hoagie.
Leaving the house.
I'll come on here looking like I'm freaking homeless. Just my face all disheveled, the dirt stains, my fingernails are dirty.
Yeah, I don't shave. You're
lucky man, bro. You're a lucky man. This shit sucks.
Maybe like twice a year I'll take the trimmers out and just get like the happy trail.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's bullshit. That used to be me before I started taking steroids. Yeah. And then that just changed real quick.
Well, before steroids, I couldn't grow a full beard. So
I couldn't really either, but yeah.
I was a late bloomer. I didn't even get armpit hair till I was 18.
For
Yeah, I was
real?
late bloomer too.
Yeah.
I was like 16. I was like 16.
Yep.
I got it.
I was
I
late.
got it. My boy Matt, he had a full beard. Like he had a full he used to cut. This is how old I
Chin
am.
strap.
He had a chin strap.
Yeah. I had
It-
to rocking a chin
No,
strap.
he had a chin strap in like I shit you not, like 7th grade. Full
Dude,
grown.
yeah,
chin
there were
strap.
kids like
God.
that that just fucking grew up. It's mad funny though, because when you're like fucking 12 years old and you're in 7th grade and like that, there's that one big kid that's like 5'9" and he's got a fucking beard and he's so tall. He's still 5'9".
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
now,
with me.
like
Me.
he's fucking 30 years old. He's still 5'9" and he's like a small dude. But like, but like back in middle school, he was like the giant. Everyone was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
I had a friend in high school, PJ. He started going bald in 7th grade, and by the time he was a senior, he was already just done. Just had to start shaving his head.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
He was a teacher.
Yeah. And I remember like we had eighth grade was in our high school. So I remember when I was in 8th grade, which was in our high school, I was looking at the seniors and I'm like, these look like 40-year-old men to me. You know, just like, what the hell? I'm just this little 100-pound kid walking the hallway is just in awe of the giants that were there, you know.
Have you?
It was
have
the
any-
worst. It was the worst being a late bloomer playing sports.
Mm.
Like I was a hockey player. But I started getting fucking thrown around. Like you're like a little ass kid. These grown ass men are just running you over, bro. I was like, fuck. Like this shit sucks.
I never had that issue. I played all sports. I was always like a pretty good athlete, and
Yeah.
at least when it came to contact sports, like I love just being hit. So I'd just run and just.
I was like a flashy goal scorer. Like I played hockey at a pretty good level, but like I was like a finesse player. I was not a physical guy. And so like I was always like the goal scorer growing up. And then when I got to high school and I started playing varsity when I hadn't even hit puberty yet, these fucking grown ass men are running me over. I was like, what the hell happened, bro? I was like, what's going on? By the time I was junior, senior, I was totally fine. But like the first freshman, sophomore year, I was getting lit up, dude.
One of the kids I graduated with, he was a really good hockey player. His nickname was Femur. There's one game in hockey, he literally got board checked so hard it literally snapped his femur.
Yeah.
You know how hard of a hit that had to have been to break a femur? It's the
Dude,
hardest bone in your body.
People don't. I mean, I'm assuming none of y'all have played hockey, but like, you're like, obviously, people look at the NFL, right, as like hard hitting, whatever. But you don't understand the type of force you can generate when you're moving that fast.
Yep.
And guys skate right through you. And like, I was joking with my brother the other night when, like, because when you grow up, like, hitting's illegal until a certain age. Once you hit a certain age, then you're allowed to hit. And like the first year that like hitting became legal, one of my good friends, he went on to play at Boston University and Providence College, which is like some of the best hockey in the country. And his dad started like a summer league team with like all like the best prospects in the area. And I played on it. And that was like the first time like I started hitting. And so I was skating with dudes that were going to play Division I, and some of them are in the pros now. Like, I don't know if you guys know who, I don't know if anyone watches hockey, but like Will Nylander on the Maple Leafs. I played with him. And these kids are nasty, right? And I get out there and I just literally like the first play, I got the puck like in like the high slot, which is like where you want to get the puck. And I go to shoot and I got ran over so hard the puck didn't even make it to the net, bro. It didn't even get to the net. I was like, what just happened? And then I got like the puck a couple of plays later. Same thing. If you get hit like this far off the boards and you go flying into them, it's the worst place to be because you'll fuck yourself up. And I got smashed. And like in the first 30 seconds, I was like, what the fuck am I doing out here, bro? I was like 5 feet tall at the time. I was like a little kid.
It's like reality check, motherfucker.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is different.
It is kind of crazy thinking that like in high school you have some people who are considered legally adults that might be playing against fucking 14-year-olds.
Kids, bro. That was me. I was the 14-year-old. And oh, bro, even because I was a late bloomer too. So even when I was like 17, 18, I still looked like I was 14. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just a little bit taller. But it's crazy.
Have any of you guys gone to any high school reunions?
I have my 10-year this fall.
Oh shit.
I was gonna go to my 20 year, which was in 2023, but it was like a few weeks out from nationals, and I was so excited to go. And by the time came, like, fuck this, I ain't going.
Yeah. And I never went to my 10, but my 20's coming up in 2 years, and I kind of just want to like do it. I don't
You're
talk
re-
to anybody from high school, but I kind of want to
I'm
just like see.
actually a little nervous that what happened to Chris might happen to me because I wanted to go, looked forward to it, but mine is like September. It's like the late part of September. It's like when our homecoming is, and I'm doing the Amateur Olympia, which is like October 8th.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like 2-3 weeks out. I might be like, fuck everybody, I'm not going.
people be like, yo, Luke got big as fuck, but he's also
Yeah.
an asshole.
He's a fucking dick. Honestly. So
So
we'll
10
see
years
what
later, you're not going to miss anything, bro. 10 years later, these people grow up. They're all going to tell you they're CEOs of companies making $1 billion.
happens. Yeah.
Seriously.
I
So,
believe
you run a fucking McDonald's. Simmer
I
down.
believe that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, Mike, you're always asking for TV shows. You see Daredevil's booting back up again next week. You into Daredevil?
I never got into Daredevil.
Dude, that's a good one. I guess I'm
Okay.
the only one then. Looking at your faces.
No. I mean, I'm not against watching it. I've had Daredevil is in like the Marvel Daredevil, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Marvel has been a disappointment for me for like 2 years now. It's been hard for me to get into anything Marvel lately. That being said, I'm not against giving Daredevil a try.
It's dark, dude. It's vicious and dark.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll like it.
I like that. That'd be good.
Vicious and dark.
I watched yesterday. I coming home and I take a nap. I eat a meal, then I take a nap before Shay gets back and we go train. And the other day I watched Rogue One because I haven't seen it in a minute. And man, besides the original 3, that has to be the best Star Wars movie they've made.
It's phenomenal. That movie is unbelievably good.
Yeah. It's so good. It really, if I don't know, I'm not like in tune enough with the movie scene to like use the correct verbiage, but for some reason that movie feels like Star Wars. You know what I mean?
It does. Yep.
It feels like Star Wars, where a lot of the other ones don't feel like Star Wars universe to me. That one feels like Star Wars.
I've never seen the Star Wars movies.
God damn.
That's it. Block him now. Get him off.
Yep.
Get him off.
Get him out of here. He's got to go.
Bro, you know
Are
how
you
many
a
people
Trekkie?
said you know how many people said to me growing up, Luke, I am your father, and tried to get me to watch them.
Yeah.
Never did. Bro.
You just don't
I
like
think because I got so annoyed with people saying that to me, I was like, fuck these movies. I'm not watching them.
Yeah.
You're just not watching them out of spite. Just
Yeah, I was like, fuck you guys and your stupid ass jokes.
That's what I did with Game of Thrones. Everybody loved it, so I was like, I'm not fucking watching
Yeah,
it.
I don't know why I get like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh,
do
you
that.
love
I
this
do that
shit?
at times too, though. Game of Thrones, I really liked until like that last season because it's just I feel like a lot of the HBO shows, as the seasons go to the end and it's like nearing the final season, it's like the effort that is put in the show and the script writing just is garbage.
Yeah, it's the like highest grossing show of all time. Like it's obviously a good show, but I can't get into. My brother loved it. I don't really get into like that medieval shit.
Oh, that's my shit.
I don't get into
I
that
love
shit,
it.
bro.
Do you watch Lord of the Rings?
No.
Fuck, Luke. God
Oh,
damn.
I ain't gonna be on the same page with you on none of these, bro. I can't get it.
I actually have not seen. I haven't seen all the Lord of the Rings myself.
What? What?
I don't know why. I don't know.
Dude, I fell asleep, and that was it. When the first one, I was like, I'm out.
Get the fuck out of here. All 3 of you. Y'all are fucking with me.
You're
No,
off the
not.
podcast,
No.
Mike. You're off the podcast.
Yeah, Mike. Fuck
This
you,
is
Mike.
crazy. I'm clipping this fucking part right here, and I'm airing all of you out.
Nah, bro. Lord of the Rings. You won't catch me watching Lord of the Rings.
I saw the first two. I didn't see the other one. I didn't see is it the Hobbit?
Nah, Chris, you're
Or-
fucking with me. I know you're fucking with me, Chris.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
feel
really
like-
not.
I feel
I'm
like
not.
Chris would have definitely seen them. I feel like he's on that same type of shit too.
Chris, you're a
I love all
nerd
that
like
stuff.
me.
I've just never watched those ones. And like
That's-
just like even the Harry Potter series, I don't really care for either. I've
Yeah.
watched all those, but
Never
I'm not
watched
like a
them.
huge Harry Potter fan.
Damn.
Never
But
watched.
I'll tell you what I will watch the hell out of is the old school Willow movie.
That movie's creepy as fuck.
Oh, it's awesome. It's wicked
It's so-
good.
That's the creepiest. You know what's wild is I watched Willow probably like last summer for the first time since I was like, I don't know, 10. I forgot that it's just like completely unhinged.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Like-
wicked. You get Val Kilmer as Mad Mardigan. He's an awesome character.
Yeah.
Wicked good.
There's some
Hey,
movies
it's
I would
all
back-
of you pigs. And she turns them all into pigs. So good.
What movie
Anybody
that?
into the Terrifiers?
Oh, hell yes.
Dude, you see the third one though?
I have not yet. I'm gonna watch it soon, but I heard the third one's even worse than the first
Dude,
two.
the first two are like Disney movies compared to this.
What is-
Like I've seen thousands of cool horror movies. This takes the cake, dude, for gore.
Is it like a slasher?
I love horror
Oh,
movies.
dude, slasher is not like somebody's dead and he'll just keep mutilating. Like
Oh shit.
crazy, dude.
Okay. So I'm a big Rob Zombie fan, so I have all Rob Zombie movies. So if it's similar to that,
Little more aggressive, I would say.
Okay.
with
Yeah.
gore. Yeah.
more aggressive
Yeah, way more.
Oh yeah, dude.
Way
than
more.
like, damn, really?
Like there's this one scene in the first where he strings this girl up like upside down like this, and he literally takes like a chainsaw and just starts cutting her right in half. And
Shit.
she's naked too, and he's just ripping her to shreds. Like it's good.
And
That's
the thing is,
wild.
Mike, he's the killer. Doesn't say a word in any of the movies. That's his thing. Like he'll mime stuff, but not even say a word in the whole movies.
Huh. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying, bro. I could never watch movies like that and then go to sleep, bro. I would not.
What
Oh,
movie?
I watch them while falling asleep. I'm good.
It's like calming for you, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Mike, just
What
make
was-
sure Quinn's not there. You don't want him walking in, dude, because he's
Oh,
going
bro.
to for life.
If he sees blood on the screen, he's not even sticking around.
And it's like not CGI blood, like it's like old school, like super gory
Yeah.
stuff, like 80s
Yeah.
style, where it's
What
you
is
can
it?
actually see a
is
head
it called?
being
What is
caved in.
it?
Terrifier. The Terrifiers.
Terrifiers?
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think of.
I'll have to try watching this shit.
They're on
you-
Amazon for free. The first two on Amazon, I think, are free if you have Amazon.
All right, but
Man, I'm trying to think of. It was a horror movie. Man, we must have watched it earlier this summer. Shay got grossed out by it. It's if you guys are into horror, you probably remember what it was. But I remember one scene where he has like this like homemade like axe thing, and they're going after these people that like live in the hills, and they're like taking people. And I remember the chief like cuts this guy's like fucking like nuts off or something like that.
you watch some crazy.
You don't know, you know what I'm talking. Hold up. Hold up.
Is that the Hills Have Eyes?
No, not the Hills
No.
Have Eyes. It's a newer movie.
Why can't I
what
think
was
of
it
this? I've probably
No.
seen this too. I just can't think of it right now because I watch Ashley and I watch a lot of horror movies.
Well, it's called like Bone, not Bone Hammer, but Bone. Man, I'm looking it up. Hold up, Bone Axe movie.
So, Luke, what do you watch? Rom-coms with your girlfriend?
Fuck yeah, bro. No, I'm kidding. No, dude, I just like basic like comedies or action movies. I'm just not into like it's not that I'm not into it. I've just never like thought to watch. I like stuff that is like has a good plot to it. I feel like some of these horror movies are just wild, crazy, slicing people up shit. And there's like not a lot going on other than just like people getting killed all the time.
Story and substance.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the hell is even going on, bro?
Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk.
I have not seen that.
No.
Bro, watch it.
Writing this down. I'm gonna take a look
Yeah.
at it.
With what's his name? Kurt Russell.
Oh no!
Wow.
Shit. Kurt
Yeah.
Russell's in
You
it.
picture him in a horror movie like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. You know what movie I also saw that I missed the train on? Not a horror movie at all, but I'd never seen Pain and Gain.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good
God, I've
one.
watched it numerous times.
Yeah, so I watched Pain and Gain for the first time like 3 weekends ago. Funny as hell, and that's crazy that it's based on a true story.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
That's
think
the
one of
one.
those guys or two of them got the death penalty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Bone Tomahawks on Netflix if you haven't. I just pulled it up.
I've got like every fucking streaming service that's out there because I don't have cable TV because I just don't watch enough of it. So I
Yeah.
just have all the streaming stuff.
all right. What is you said? Terrifiers. I gotta watch the
It was Terrifier. Yeah, Terrifier.
Okay.
There's three of them. The third one you have to pay for, but the first two are free.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And then Reacher. I don't know if you guys like Reacher at all. Like action movies. The new Reacher came back out.
Oh, I did see.
Oh yeah, they came out the third season. We started watching it. It's good so far.
He's a unit though. He's jacked too.
Yeah,
The big boy.
I like how he told everybody he was natural on one of his posts. It's like,
Oh, no, he admitted, dude. He admitted he's on testosterone.
oh, so I there must have been a recent thing or somewhat recent because the last time I heard it was him saying he wasn't on anything. He just eats and trains really hard. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, he said it like Sports Illustrated or something. He went through saying he was tested for low testosterone, but he didn't share how much. But yeah, he was open on it.
Is that the guy from Blue Mountain State? The one.
Oh, fucking! I love that show.
Thad that plays Thad.
Yeah, Thad. Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's what's up. That show's funny as hell.
That show's great. Yeah, that's my kind of shit, bro. Like Entourage, my favorite show of all time.
Entourage
I can see that. I could see you being that, Luke.
I fucking love Entourage.
That is a really. I always love Artie in that show.
Yeah,
just him having meltdowns and firing people.
Johnny Drama's my fucking guy, dude.
Oh yeah. You know it's illegal. You know, in some countries it's illegal to look this good.
Yeah. I love that show.
My favorite show is The Sopranos by far.
Oh yeah, that's up there for sure.
I just started watching all the seasons again for like the 140th time.
Yeah, that's one of those ones you can just run back every time.
Oh, it's so good.
It's still good, yeah.
I tried watching The Wire again because I remember loving it the first time.
You can't watch. I feel like you can't watch it again.
It's kind of corny.
Yeah, because it's like a little too dated. I feel like
it is dated for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I tried watching Breaking Bad again. I couldn't get through like the first few episodes. That was a good show.
Yeah,
it was a good show.
Some of those you
never seen The Wire.
It's one of the greatest rated shows of all time, but like Luke said, I think it's just dated. Like
that happened to me. Like one of the first like series that I like really got into was Dexter, like a while ago when it first came out, and then like I tried to watch even that back, and it's way more cornier than I remember it being.
Yeah,
it's still a good show, but like way cornier than I remember it being.
You guys are gonna eat me alive for this one, but I love Sex in the City.
I'm not even going to comment because I haven't watched it, so I can't even.
Yeah, I love that show. That is another fantastic show.
Chris showing the feminine side.
I don't shame anything, bro. I could watch anything, honestly.
Yeah.
It's wicked good.
I've never tried a show like that. I mean, I like Friends a lot, like the '90s shows. Like I love Friends.
Bro, yeah.
I hate with like almost every ounce of my being Friends.
Really?
And I hate oh my god, Seinfeld. I fucking hate that show.
Oh, Sean.
You're banned. You're gone.
I just don't find him funny. I don't find him funny.
Yeah.
Bro, those old like sitcoms that used to be like all I watched, bro.
Yeah. I have a soft spot for so I love Tim Allen. So Home Improvement. That show's funny as hell to me.
It's funny rewatching some of the episodes and like catching all the innuendos that I completely missed when I was like younger.
Yep. For sure. I mean, I still go back and watch Fresh Prince all the time too.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Yeah,
Family Matters was also good.
Family Matters, hell yeah.
I wasn't used to watch that shit on actual cable though.
I know. I miss cable. I miss the simplicity of cable.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I go to my parents. I go to my parents' house and they still have like cable or
satellite. My dad just sits down every night and just fucking channel surfs.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even know what a streaming service is. I'm like,
I like that though because like you have to watch whatever the fuck's on.
Yeah, you don't get.
There wasn't as many options, so like, you didn't have all this stuff. Like even now, like I have so much stuff out there, and I try to put something on. I'm like, Ash and I will literally go through at the end of the night when we're trying to watch something. We'll go through 30 different things. We'll start one movie, 5 minutes in, this is terrible. We'll just keep doing that.
That's why I can't make a decision whenever someone tells me, "Oh, pick a show, pick a movie, whatever." I'll find one that looks okay, but I'm like, but there's probably a better one still. Yeah. I'll keep looking. And then 30 minutes went by and we're not watching anything. I'm like, I'm done. I don't even want to watch.
Yeah.
My wife does that. She'll go through an hour of trailers, like, oh, this looks good. Let's watch a trailer. I'm like, all right, hour and a half and go to bed.
That's me.
Yep.
I watch more trailers than I do movies for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God.
And I just rewatch a lot of the old movies just constantly. There was this one time where like I anytime like Ashton came home, if I was working from home or whatever, I would always find a way to put like a different Steven Seagal movie on the TV because she just hates Steven Seagal and doesn't like the movies. And after like about a week of this going on, she's like, "Why are you always watching Steven Seagal movies?" And I'm like, "I've just been doing it just to see what you would do because a lot of his movies are just terrible."
Yo, he is so funny. Like, I love how he just code switches with every minority group he comes to. Like if they're Asian, he'll be like, yes, it's very good. Or if it's like black people, he'll be like, yo, man, like what's really happening? And it's like the like most brutal, like stereotypical accents he uses.
His fake Jamaican accent that he had in that one movie.
Yo, didn't he drop a Jamaican song for real?
He did, yeah. I want the punani. I think it said in there. It's like one of the clips. I'm not joking. Okay,
shit.
do you guys remember this? Many years ago, Jay Cutler came out with a rap album. Did any of you guys?
No.
If you can ever find it,
I have to hear that.
What the hell does that sound like? It's got to be the most boring rap album I've ever heard, bro.
If you ain't down with Jay Cutler, then you ain't down with it. And I forget what it said, but it was something along those lines. And my buddy Adam showed it to me a long time ago, and I'm like, turn it off.
Yeah,
So wait, what do you have it on vinyl or something, Chris?
Yes, I actually have it locked up in a case. I've had him sign it every time I've met him. It's got 48 color signatures on it. I have a shrine in the corner of my bedroom that's got candles lit.
That's crazy. I gotta hear Jay on wax. That's
I don't think I want to, bro. I don't think I want to hate Jay, bro.
I would be very surprised that that's even around anymore, but I do remember it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. That's crazy. That
surprises me, honestly.
Yeah, you never know.
I wouldn't think Jay would put out a fucking rap album.
It may have been, I don't know if it was an album or a single or something like that, but there wasn't it.
You found it?
So you know who Derek More Plates More Dates?
Yeah.
If you look it up in his reacting to Jay Cutler's long lost album Beats by Jay 4 years ago.
Yes, that's the one.
Hold up.
You got to go to YouTube, Mike.
All right.
Beats by Jay.
Here we go.
That's crazy work. Beats by Jay.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
That's crazy work.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. Derek, more plates, more dates. More plates.
I don't even want to hear this bullshit.
I'm just really glad you found it. So I was starting to think I was maybe crazy. But I do remember listening to a couple of the songs.
That's definitely a shot. I would expect Kai Green, but not Jay Cutler.
I can picture Kai Green like narrating children's stories.
Oh my gosh. Here it is.
Share it if you can, Mike. Yeah, but you got to fast forward because a lot of it's Derek just talking, but then Jay puts on the headphones and he goes to town.
Oh, shit.
All right.
And we got to end on that note. Head on the high note.
Well, this is my favorite bodybuilder of all time. I don't know if he still will be after this.
Well, he's still a fantastic bodybuilder.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to look at Jay the same way after I hear this shit, bro.
All right, let's see. Let me share it. This is wild. This is fucking wild.
Chris, you have been validated. Mike, this you got to put in the title, dude. This will draw Jay Cutler raps.
Yeah.
Yo, this might get me fucking like blackballed by Jay and the higher ups. Is this working?
Oh, come on.
Beats by Jay, bro.
What is going on?
Mike, let it play, but try to use the scroll bar and go across. Maybe you can kind of force it a little bit.
Jump to it.
Yeah.
All right, let me try using the app. Oh. What is wrong with this? This is the most low budget podcast ever.
Exactly how it should be.
Hold up. Let me stop sharing. Let me try and get it on the YouTube app.
Talkin Mess podcast, sponsored by Timu.
Yeah, thanks. Y'all wanted fucking bro chat. This is the Temu version.
The Wish version.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not loading.
Are any of y'all doing that fantasy shit, by the way?
I'm
I
too
would
cheap
do it
right
if
now.
we did it. I would do it if we did it as a group, but I'm not currently.
Yeah, I probably would too if we all did it. Because it's
Because
like,
isn't it like you can choose like groups and do like 10 of you in a group?
yeah. So I heard him say, so I think it's like $6 a month or something like that. And then I did hear him say they were adding like a group feature or some shit where you could like,
Yeah.
sell your own league basically.
Because they're coming out.
Oh, Chris, did you find it?
I'm thinking there's one here. I'm just trying to get the damn ads. I'm wondering if this is the right one or not.
Bro.
Mike, worst case, you add this to the next podcast. Get it working.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that is not it.
Oh. Man. Yeah, no, I would be willing to do the fantasy.
Bro,
I
I just saw this. I'm sure you guys saw this. Brendan sent it before. Carlos.
Oh, this Carlos? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready.
I don't think it's quite there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
He said he's gonna hit what, Pitt 2 though?
Yeah, I mean I know for a fact he's doing Detroit.
Detroit.
Like that's his show. He really wants to win. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean if he keeps it pushing to Detroit, I'm sure.
yeah.
It's gotta be hard. I know he said that like everything ran smoothly with the autoimmune stuff, but just the whole fact that like you can't push. You have to pull back. It's just gotta be so much
That'd drive
harder.
me fucking crazy. Yeah.
Liberty.
I'm pulling it up on my computer to see if it'll actually play.
Okay. Because that's good. That's good audio if I can hear it. That sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see here.
What they say, no dead air.
No dead air, bro.
We ain't got no dead air on here.
You got Chris working hard though.
All right, yeah, hold on. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's loading here. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'm gonna play it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you brought your game face because you are about to train.
So I like how it says,
Oh,
listen,
quiet. I don't want to
it
hear you.
says-
Oh, shut up, Derek.
Well, not the forward.
With the greatest bodybuilder on the planet, 3-time Arnold Classic, 4-time reigning Mr. Olympia, Cutler.
This is Jay Cutler. Are you ready to go somewhere that you've never been before? Only champions are allowed to go to this level.
Dude, only champions are allowed to go to
So now you're killing it.
You're killing it. Oh, that's fucking cringy.
I want to know what made him do this.
He's the fucking man.
Wait, did he rap for real?
I want to go see if I can buy the fucking album.
I think he just played some
G5 Media LLC
snippets.
Server IP cannot be found. So it appears that the album is indeed lost.
I think it went copper.
Oh my god, bro.
It went aluminum.
So
Oh,
do we actually have bars by him, or is it just gone out of?
Yeah.
There is an entire album. I just think it's just gone.
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure.
took that.
I'm sure somebody probably has it.
why did he put that out, bro? Like for real. Like clearly he regretted it right away because that thing's fucking buried, bro.
Yeah. And at that point in time, he probably could scrub the internet pretty good. He
Yeah.
couldn't do that nowadays.
Oh, if
No.
it dropped now, everyone has it saved, bro.
That would be everywhere before he fucking closed his phone.
Hell yeah.
That'd be like when you got that new iPhone and they did the update and they had that entire U2 album that was just always on your phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Really forever to get rid of. Yeah, it'd be like that.
Luke's
That
gonna
was
go burn his albums and his pictures and everything else to Jay now.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Shit. I don't know,
Take
guys.
us home, Mike. Wrap it up.
Yeah. I hope people out there enjoyed this bullshit.
There's a lot,
I just
there's a lot of bullshit for real.
if there was anything that was true to the name of this podcast, it was definitely this episode.
Yeah.
This was just
Yeah.
a talking mess for
Yeah,
sure.
facts.
It was a giant bowl of word salad.
But wait, we got to give respect, Mike. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Shout out to Doug. We love you, bro. I hope you're enjoying Arnold right now.
I didn't even pick that up. That's mad funny.
Oh, I knew.
That's mad funny. Oh my god.
Shit. All right, boys.
All right, gang.
All right, fellas. Talk
Have a
soon.
good one.
Peace
Yeah,
out.
have a good night, evening,
Absolutely.
whatever.
All right, guys.